All right. I know I said I was taking a break, and that is true, but I wanted to bring you all out here today and show you one of the projects that we started, and I'm not quite done with it, but I needed to get this kind of dressed up and situated. We have rain on the way from the hurricane, now tropical depression. It appears we're going to get the outskirts of it before it changes directions again. But we started a duck pond, and well, I'm happy to say it's holding water, as you can see. I need some more fill on this back side, but I'm just going to let it fill. And if it happens to overflow, it's fine, because it's going to go right down toward the ditch. So I don't know what the kids were doing with that stick you see right there, but yeah, we're holding water, and I think the ducks are going to be happy with that. We were able to bring in a lot of the topsoil. So underneath this is some of the yuck that I pulled out of there to get to the clay. But let me walk over here and you all can get a better view of it. It was kind of wet when I come out here and graded it all out, so it's not quite perfect on this side of things, but over there is looking pretty darn good. I've got a little ways to go. Like I said, I need to put some more on this back side because it's a hole there, and then it just kind of levels right there. And I'm okay with that, but I think we're going to overflow before I would like to overflow. So I may come in and dig a little bit of this clay out that I put up here, because I dug all this out and we compacted clay all the way through here. My fingers keep making that blurry. Sorry about that. But we graded it all out, and it's going pretty good. As you can see, the leaves are blowing. We're getting some wind now. I went and picked up the tractor from the warranty work this morning. I was gonna go get it on Monday, but my plans changed due to this weather coming in. We're not sure what it's gonna do, and it's hard to determine because my work is 2 hours away. So they were calling for rain today, possibly tomorrow morning, and well, I had to get another piece of equipment serviced as well. So hopefully it'll make that job go a little bit smoother for us. But back to what I was saying, I went and picked up the tractor. The rain is on its way. It's not a real heavy downpour, but it's a pretty steady rain. I'm hoping we get it, because the dust and stuff around here is just, it's insane. We really need some rain to settle all this so I can figure out what else I need to do. There's only so much I can do until it packs down, and then you really get to see your low spots, or things that need to happen. And it's just stuff that happens over time. You got to let things settle in and see what it's going to do. So now that we have the tractor back, I can use the grapple again. We are going to get on cleaning up these little bitty piles that have been laying around, and hopefully we can get this front area finished up. We've got a little bit of scrap left that we couldn't fit on the trailer. We'll probably haul that off at a later time, but we hauled quite a bit of stuff out of here. The old horse trailer is gone. The old camper trailer is gone. We completely stuffed that old horse trailer full of whatever we could put in it. And just that alone came out over 3,000 pounds. The old camper trailer was heavier than I thought it was going to be. It was over 1,000 pounds. And then we also hauled out a 16-foot trailer with some scrap on it, as well as the equipment trailer having that old culvert pipe and the mobile home frame. So all that is gone, and it's kind of a relief, because it really gets overwhelming when you're looking at all the junk that needs to happen. You know, it needs to be gotten rid of, and there's stuff buried here we still haven't discovered, and I'm kind of avoiding doing a lot of work in that area because of that. I really don't want to keep digging stuff up. That, and we need an area that just kind of stays natural. Across the driveway there's really not a whole lot of use for it. It's just it's kind of a valley, water runoff, natural water runoff, and I really want to leave it that way. And if we ever get a chance and get back into the animals, I'm thinking about using that as an area for them. So we're still trying to find homes for the ones we're finding homes for, but other than that, I don't know. I don't want to say I've completely lost hope, but I'm in a funk right now, and that's why we're taking a step back. We're just if my head's not in the game, there's just no point in doing this. And there's been some things that's happened over time that has led up to this, and that's why I'm taking a step back. But I am going to continue showing the progress we make around here. That's something I promised you all, and that's what I'm going to do. We really can't plant seed yet. I'm sure people are wondering that. We've got to have some rain before I can put seed down. These are just, it's like walking on one big cloud. It is so dry, and we still have a lot of work to do too. I got to come out here and cut off some roots, and we got some really big rocks in the way, things like that, that we need to do before we really plant this. And if we have to wait till spring to plant, then I guess that's what we're going to do. Really didn't want to, as it can take about a year to get something established. And that being said, I'd like to get it done sooner, but I can't control the weather. So, you know, that goes to say, you know, like I said earlier, we don't know what it's going to do. So I'm back home now. I went down yesterday and got some work done, came back home. That's a 2-hour drive, and I was hoping to be down there steady, but we got to plan around the weather, and we got the most important thing done. And my client is going to be finishing up some things today on their end, and then we will be back later this week to complete our other job. Before I really started homesteading hardcore and made some life changes, I was a handyman and run my own pressure washing business. Unfortunately, here there hasn't been much business. So the homestead has really kept me moving, kept me alive, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to stop the depression. And this place is just, it's not this place, this area, this community. It was toxic for me. That's why we moved away from here, and it's still toxic now. I just I can't get away from that, and it's unfortunate, but if we don't find these animals homes, that's okay. It's not a have to. It's something I wanted to do to try to get my head back in the game, kind of figure out my next steps, figure out where we're going, what we're doing. Things just haven't worked out the way I had hoped. I'm not going to sit here and blame COVID like everyone else, because COVID's not what done it. People in this area just don't like to spend money on things, and this is a military community. They pretty much have what they need. They get brand new houses. They don't need a whole lot of excavation and brush hogging and all of that done. So I mean, it's hard to have a business like this, and homesteading or pressure washing or land maintenance in an area where it's not really needed. There's not a high demand for it. And the other part of the community are already established. They've been here many generations. They have their own stuff. And I've noticed over the last couple of years, swap meets and animal auctions and things like that have really went down. I feel like they're almost extinct, to be honest. I don't think there's a decent one around us for at least an hour to 2 hour drive. And then you're cutting into any kind of profit you might make once you add in fuel costs and things like that, trying to get the animals there, and hoping they sell when you get there. And that's losses that I have to take into consideration. I want to catch this for y'all while we can. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Already. And it's not even full. Isn't that something? That is just amazing. It's amazing. We're going to get a picture of that for y'all. And so I'm just trying to explain to y'all what is kind of going on, why we're wanting to take a step back. And it's not that we have too much going on. It's not too much on our plate. It's nothing like that. It's just my head is not in this game anymore, because this area is not healthy for what we're doing. Around here, it's more of a, you either have a farm or you don't. And you're either into the right market or you're not. We're not into cattle. We're not we're not crop farmers. And that's what a lot of it is around here. It's cattle and crops. And as I said, they're already established. They already have their own stuff to do a lot of the work that I do. So it's been really rough being here. I've never been one that hasn't been able to make money, support my family. I've always been able to find work no matter what. And, you know, I decided to go into business for myself. And I cannot physically do the factory work anymore. And I really, mentally, I don't like dealing with the restaurant industry. Those are the two industries that I've always done. And you know, I've been in the grocery store one time and I haven't been able to get a job back there for some reason. So it doesn't hurt my feelings any. It's just, apparently that wasn't meant to be for me. And you know, when I feel so strongly about something, I give it my all. I put everything into it and I try to make it work. And like I said, it's just not been working here. We made this move for the family, for everybody to come back and be closer to family. My best friend, my lifelong friend, lives about a half an hour away from here. And you know, we had great friends and a great community that we moved away from, and that is my biggest regret. You know, we thought we were getting property up here that was going to help us expand the farm. We were going to be able to do bigger, better things, and that just did not work out. And you know, I have to consider all of that. Because this is more than just having pets for me. This is, you know, to support my family, to put food on the table. And like I said, it's just not happening. So I will keep you all updated. Another update too, Farrier finally showed up and we were able to get Dakota's feet done. He took his time, he worked with him, and he was able to finally get all 4 feet done. So Santana was quick, easy, over with, and I'm ecstatic that Dakota was able to get his feet done. He does have an injury that we noticed. We're going to have to keep an eye on and medicate as needed. It's not bad, but it's on his back leg, and I don't know. I don't even know how it happened. I don't know if he kicked something or what, but he's got quite an attitude, let me tell you. I did not record any of that just because of the stress he was under. That was to save you all, and you know, I didn't want that video to be demonetized. There was nothing really graphic about it, but a lot of it was self-inflicted. I don't know what happened to this poor horse while he was not in our care, but that explains why I've had such a run through trying to get to him for trust and things like that. He wants to so bad, but something has happened to him, and the farrier, I let the farrier figure out things on his own. And, you know, the farrier brought it up. I thought it was just me dealing with a wild horse, and it's not. This poor boy is absolutely scared to death. Scared to death. And, that really, really upsets me, because there's no sense in that. No sense in it at all. And I think that's why I've gotten where I've gotten with him. He wants to trust me. He's trying so hard to trust me. But whatever nightmare that poor boy was put through, that's a big wall that we have to get knocked down. And I'm not going to give up on him yet. I don't plan on giving up on him. You know, horses are kind of like dogs. It's like a lifelong commitment, and we definitely have 2 beautiful, wonderful horses here, and one of these days he will come around. I'm not giving up. He'll eventually learn that he can trust us, and we're going to do our best to keep him healthy. I promised the farrier I would continue working with him. I'm going to. Obviously, today's not a real good day. I don't like coming out here in the rain and doing things. But with work and all that, I haven't been able to spend a lot of time with him like I want to. But you know, the farrier found out real quick why it's been difficult for me to get anywhere with him, especially as far as picking up his feet. That horse got ruined, and I'm going to do everything in my power to fix that. I wish there was something I could do to the person that did it, but one, I don't have proof, and two, I don't think they'd do anything even if I did. That's just the sucky part about our justice system in this country. But Dakota did not do anything to deserve that. We're going to do everything in our power to reverse it, and we'll just have to see over time how he does. But I said the farrier went a whole lot better. We got a lot further than I thought we were going to, and he's going to be healthy on his feet. They are able to wear their feet down pretty well on their own, so that is exciting, because you know, we may not have to keep up the same schedule as we would other horses, but we're gonna keep them on a regular schedule like we always have. It's just nice to know I didn't have to worry as bad as I was about Santana, because her feet weren't that horrible, and I knew that, but at the same point, I don't like them to get very far before you know, we have to get them done. So I don't know if we'll stick to an every 8-week thing, or if we may move out, you know, a little bit more. But he's got us on a schedule with some other people around in this area, and he done an amazing job with Dakota the way he was, and I'm not disappointed at all. So big shout out to him, and you know, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome. You know, them being comfortable on their feet, that's going to be a huge step in working with Dakota, because he'll be comfortable. And we're waiting. We're giving them that 2-3 day grace period. Want to see how they're doing, and I'm sure they're going to feel a lot better on their feet. But like I said, they weren't to a neglected level of needing done. I just did not want to risk any kind of injuries, because you can injure a horse if you ride them without trimming their feet and their feet being proper. So, you know, it can cause fractures in the hoof and uneven wear, and I mean, they can trip and fall. There's all kinds of things that can happen. They can strain a muscle, and it's just not good. So that's what our wonderful neighbor that he waves and honks every time, it never fails if we're outside. Just a wonderful man. But anyway, that's where we're at on the farm. That's a little bit behind why I'm wanting to take a step back, and you know, there's been a lot of things happen over the last 2 years, especially, and you know, we are currently trying to figure out our next move, our next step, what we are going to do, what's going to happen with the homestead, all of that. So it's not a short process. It's not something we take lightly, and you know, this decision the step back has been weighing on me for quite some time now, and I'm sure if you go back and watch my videos, you can probably see it. But I've got to be mentally in the game. I've got to be mentally healthy. I've got to be physically healthy, and that's what we're working towards. We're going to see how everything else goes. Maybe we can find some land. I don't know. I really want to go back where we were. It felt like home, and you know, it didn't take me long to find work. And you know, I wasn't running my own business at the time, but you know, when we first moved up there, I was, and my equipment broke down. I wasn't able to get it fixed. I wasn't able to get new equipment, so it kind of put that on a, you know, dead end road right there. The point is, I was able to find work, and it didn't take me 2 years to do it. Now, granted, yes, here I haven't had the equipment that long, and I'm giving it the best that I can give it right now. And cleaning this place up and doing what I've done here is a big part of what I'm using for advertisement. So, you know, you all sharing it, that definitely helps get the word out. I could only hope that someone local sees it and, you know, they call and hire me. But that's not why I'm on here. That's not why I'm posting the videos. But, you know, it would drastically help to like and share the videos. Just having the positive comments, you know, about the work that we do here, you know, what we do for these animals, everything like that, that always helps. It just makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I'm doing a good job, even though I feel like I'm not. So this gnat will not leave me alone. I don't think y'all can see it in the camera, but that's why I keep swatting my face, because this gnat will not leave me alone. But anyway, not every day is a bad day, but you know, I have a lot more bad days than I do good days anymore, and it's just not good. I was getting back on track where we were, and now I feel like I've really stepped back, and it's not good. So just hang in there. I will continue to show the progress we make around here. I've been kind of working on that other side of the driveway over there that we're always talking about. I'll show you. Over there behind the trailers, all that area over there up the driveway. I went through and got a lot of the dead trees knocked out, and I've been thinning them out to try to make everything healthier over there, but I'm not regrading anything really, except for like right behind the trailers and down the side of the driveway. The rest of that I'm trying to leave as natural as I can. I did push a lot of that wood that I couldn't get cut up and split down, and I pushed the concrete back a little bit, just to kind of get it out of sight, out of mind. I got tired of looking at it. It didn't need to be right off the driveway. We'll put it there. But other than that, I'm literally just going in, taking out a few trees to get everything spaced out a little bit more, give everything some space so it can grow and be healthy. And other than that, we're leaving it natural. I'm trying not to tear the ground up as much as I can. The horses love going down in that area, and they always have. But anyway, that being said, there's not a whole lot of plans yet for this. We're concentrating a lot on the house, but the duck pond, I've really been wanting to get that done, and like I said, they're already enjoying it and hasn't even had a chance to fill up. So that's a beautiful thing, and we can sit right out on the front porch and watch it. I know it may have been a mistake to put a pond in the front yard, but it's really not that big of a pond. But I wouldn't even call it a pond per se. I tried to stay within the limits of not having to get, you know, permitted for a pond, because I'm not to that stage yet. We just wanted something that the ducks can kind of swim around in and all that. And we've got to stay within that 2 to 3 foot deep realm before we start having to call people and really get into some scientific and, you know, mathematical stuff, geographical, whatever you want to call it. So that's from the research I've done. As far as I know, I'm within the realm. Some of that is going to get filled back in anyway. After it rains, it's going to wash some stuff down in there, and it'll bring that up a little bit more than what it is. But now that I have the tractor back, I should be able to dig another hole, get some more clay, and we can do a little bit more with it. That's pretty much what I was waiting on. But with the weather that's coming in, like I said earlier, I had to get something done with that. I really didn't want to have an issue with washouts and things like that. And the dirt is just so much harder to work with. You know, when it sits in a pile and gets wet, it takes forever. You got to keep rotating it and trying to dry it out and all that. So I just figured we'll smooth it back out, and if I need to remove it, I'll remove it later. But yeah, we're still cleaning it up, we're still dressing it up. It's a little at a time. I'm out here for hours on equipment, doing things, and I've kind of jumped around so I don't get burn out. So I get a little bit here, I get a little bit there. Like I said, the duck pond, I started that. That didn't take me but a few hours to dig that out. And I think I spent, it was less than 2 hours grading everything out around it and getting it to the condition it is now. It's one of those areas where we're not concerned if it holds water or not. It's just for the ducks, literally. We weren't sure exactly where to put it, but you know, I enjoy the idea of being able to sit on the front porch and watch it. And it's right next to where the kids play. It's not going to be that deep. My kids are not young enough that I really have to stress on, you know, them getting in it. We'll be out here, be able to monitor, and you know, I'm not going to fence it off. But I'd like to get another spot leveled up here and see if we can get some swings and things, an actual sturdy play set for the kids. That would be my next goal for up here. As we've bought, and you know, we have purchased, let me use the right word here, swing sets, you know, like you would get at Walmart, things like that, and they're absolute junk. You know, the chains just don't hold up. Why they switched to chains like that, I don't know, but it's just absolute junk. And we spent decent money on that, you know, and now my kids can't even enjoy it. We didn't even have it that long. And then of course Santana ended up caught in it somehow, and that wasn't a good day, but it turned out well. You know, she didn't get, you know, real injured or anything like that, so you know, we can look at the positives. But I want to get them, you know, one of those good sturdy wood sets that I can anchor in, and you know, they can have a little clubhouse thing on it and all that. You know, that's my goal. That's my dream for them to have. I was hoping it would have happened already, but that's just not the way that the cards dealt out this time. So it will happen. It's just a matter of time. But we want to set up a nice area for the kids to enjoy, a nice area for us to come sit out here and enjoy watching them, watching the animals. I guess I'm just weird like that, but you know, that's what I'd like. And that's future goals and dreams that I think will happen. So we're just going to keep on moving forward. I really appreciate everyone that has joined the channel, has followed the channel, and supports the channel. I'm not sure what content I'll show, but I will be showing content periodically as we continue to invest into this place and invest in our future. So that's what the most important thing is you. You know, we put our families first, we put our jobs first, we put animals first, but we've got to start putting ourselves first, because if we're not healthy, what can we really do for our family or our animals or anything else? You stop enjoying your job. So it just makes sense. You've got to put yourself first. You've got to have yourself where you need to be. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I think I'm going to get inside and have some lunch, because I'm getting hungry. So, like I said, I appreciate y'all. Stay tuned for the updates on how things are going around here. We're going to get some more cleaned up, and I'll eventually do some more work on the pond. But that being said, have a good one. I hope everybody that was in the path of this hurricane and tropical depression is doing okay. I'm hoping there was no major losses, and I know homes and things like that can all be replaced, lives cannot. But I hate to see the damage that Mother Nature can do. But my thoughts and prayers are to everybody that has been in the path of that, and anyone that is in the process of having flooding due to the rain. My thoughts are with you. And I know if anything happens locally, I'm going to do my best to try to go help. But we're really not expecting that much here as far as that's concerned. But we do know some people down toward the southern part of the state where it's a lot worse than it is here, or at least that's what they were calling for. I don't know what they got, but they were in the path to get hit pretty hard. This storm is going to be with them for a while because of the size of it. It's actually going to come up here, spin around, and they're basically going to get hit with it again. According to the most recent trajectory, now I haven't checked it within the last few minutes, so I could be wrong. It could have changed again, because it was supposed to come over us and kind of do a hook, and now it's going to come over us, hook around, and go back up northeast, it looks like. So we're just kind of going to get the outskirts of it, but we can use the rain. But I'm definitely thoughts and prayers to those that have had the extreme high winds, the really torrential downpours, heavy rain, all of that. I can't imagine what you're going through. And God has a funny way of being there for us, but I know He's got His hands upon everybody, and this is just part of it. So take care out there, and don't be afraid to help somebody. We need more of that in this world. So we'll see you next time.